I'm not going to say I told you so. Nah, actually, I'm going to say I told you so. Because the Boston Celtics, for the first time in 3 years, they're not on the brink of elimination. They're on the brink of an NBA championship. The 18th. The Boston Celtics are one win away from winning the NBA championship. Just let it hit your heart. Let it soak in. I think when a team goes up 2-0, when your team goes up 2-0, I mean, Jaylen Brown had a message yesterday before the game. He said, you have to turn your mindset into thinking you are down 0-2. And the way the Celtics played in game 3, they knew exactly what they needed to do. They knew exactly what they were capable of doing. And they just did it. Say what you want about blowing a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter. We won the game. I mean, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever watched. Up until what we're about to watch, hopefully on Friday night, if not Monday night. I don't think people understand what they watched. That's the problem here. People don't understand the greatness of the Boston Celtics. That's fine. You cannot understand it. I'm going to explain it. Basically, for the past 7 years, everyone has been trying to break up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. 7 years. Ever since Tatum and Brown have become teammates, for some reason, the media looks at them and says, that's not going to work. That ain't going to be a duo. We're not going to let that happen. Why? Why would the media say that? Is it because they don't think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will ever find success? Is it because they don't think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are all that good? No. The media was scared that this would happen. The media was scared that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown would one day figure it out. And now we sit one game away from winning an NBA Finals, and nobody can say anything other than congratulations. They proved us wrong. And by us, I don't mean me. They proved me right. But anyways, we got a special someone backstage right now to join the show.
Special indeed. You're one win away, Jack. Soak it in. Soak it in, buddy.
Bro, I don't know if you and I was talking about it yesterday, but this idea of just game 3 wasn't about we need to win. It was about, as a fan of the Celtics, suffering for basically my whole life.
Yeah.
To be able to witness a stress-free basketball game up 2-0, really with nothing to lose other than just a game on the road. And we just handled business. We did what we were supposed to do, and nobody can talk any shit this morning. Why? Because Tatum started it and Brown closed it. And it was a duo. And it was the dynamic duo of them. Say what you want about Tatum wasn't hitting shots in the fourth quarter, or Brown had a slow start. There's a reason why there's 5 players on the court, and there's a reason why there's this thing in life that we call a duo. So when Tatum was the one that was going to shine, he shined. When Brown was given the opportunity late in that game and Tatum was on the bench to start the fourth, Brown took over and allowed his team to win the game. It was a Tatum and Brown masterclass in game 3. And I am just so relieved, so happy, because this was the game where I felt we could not be beatable this year. This was our year. It was always our year. But if there was ever a game to truly solidify it, no team has ever come back from down 0-3. We, in many ways, we won the NBA Finals last night.
Yep. But you know what they say? Job's not finished.
Job's not finished. We can't be the first team to lose that 3-0 lead. I'll tell you that much.
Yep. Exactly right. And especially against Luka Doncic. So you're on the cusp. You're almost there. You close things out on Friday. And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, banner 18, baby. Banner 18. You know what hit me last night while I was watching? Like, it's crazy because the Celtics are like a modern NBA super team, in my opinion. Like, they really don't need Kristaps Porzingis, bro. And then, like, having Kristaps Porzingis is just like mind blowing because it's like it just makes them that much better.
Why does the media, though, and by media I say Colin Cowherd, why does Colin Cowherd, every time Kristaps comes back in the lineup, he's like, this is the reason why the Celtics are so great? No. Kristaps makes the Celtics unbeatable. That's what you say. That's what you have to say. I'm giving everybody the statement. But when Kristaps isn't in the lineup, we're still the best team in the NBA. We're still the best starting five in the NBA. That's because we have the best duo in the history of basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Oh, we got a great chat down here. It says Doncic is a crybaby. You bring up Luka Doncic and how he's going to come back from down 0-3 potentially, and he's a scary man to be in this position. You don't want to be going up like it's Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, LeBron. Those are kind of the three guys in the NBA right now that if you were up 3-0 against, you can't really have that lead being safe. Like, anything is possible. But Luka Doncic, not only does he complain when he should complain, he complains when he shouldn't complain. He's always complaining. He's always crying. He's just he is a man crybaby crying to the refs. The calls have not been called all playoffs. There were moments in the game last night where I'm like, Luka, you decked Jaylen Brown. You tackled him. Why are you complaining? I'm sorry. I will say this, though. He fouled out with 4 minutes left. That cannot happen. You cannot have that. If you are a referee, this is the NBA Finals. We all know the mess. We all know the teams. We all know the mismatch that is presented right now. Boston's the better team because we're just the better team, period. You can't allow for Luka Doncic in the NBA Finals to foul out with 4 minutes left in a 3-point game. I don't know if that's Luka's fault or is that the ref's fault.
I like that mentality that you have. You're like, give me Luka. I want him.
If we lost that game and Luka, if Luka gets out with 4 minutes to go and we ended up losing that game, how do you think that looks? That's worse than if Luka was in.
Absolutely. There's no excuses for it. And I mean, I think this is just going to add more motivation to Luka in Game 4. So Game 4 is going to be interesting to see what type of route they take. Yeah. It's not over till it's over. Yeah. It's first to 4, not first to 3.
I'm thinking we do a little Finals MVP ladder right now. What do you say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
I think you know where I would go. So I feel like this Finals MVP ladder, this is your segment, bro. This is your thing. So in terms of who you got in the 5 spots, if you could create a top 5 list, I'll write the numbers down here and I'll write them down for you. But you could start at 1, you could start at 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at 5.
Okay, so we're gonna start at 5. Who are you gonna put at 5? By the way, I don't think you can have a single Dallas guy in this.
You might be on it. I don't know.
Because Luka is a liability. He's not an MVP. He's a liability.
That's a crazy take. That's
He's the Luka haters. I'm not a Luka hater. I love Luka. I think he's so fun to watch. But there are people out there that
liability on defense.
They think that Luka is never going to win a championship for this exact reason. What we are witnessing right now, Luka gets to this moment, but in order to win a championship, you have to play defense. You can get to this point. Jimmy Butler beat the Celtics, beat all those teams last year. He was the 8th seed. He got to this point. You can get to an NBA Finals. You're not going to win it. You're not going to win it if you can't play D.
What's that one quote again? That coaches love to say, defense wins championships.
Even when I lose, I win.
That too. That's the SoBet quote for all the SoBet people out there.
Shout out
on the morning jackpot. All right, so in the 5th spot, I'm going to put Mr. Xavier Tillman Sr. That 3-pointer last night was electric. No,
I'm not going to lie, bro. I watch with all Celtics fans, just all hometown friends, basically. Went over to their apartment, just a bunch of diehard Celtics fans watching the NBA Finals. Nothing like it. And we see, before the game, I was texting with one of the guys. He was like telling me how Kristaps is out and how who's going to be the big that steps up. And I text him, I'm like, if I see Luke Cornett take 1 3-pointer, I will lose my mind. I will turn off the TV and I will ban the Boston Celtics from existence. And what did I witness? I got to see Xavier Tillman in a 4th quarter bury a 3. And it was the most electric scene in the history of I was like, Tatum, Xavier, bang! Oh, it was so great, man. It was so great.
Yep.
So shout out Xavier Tillman. So he's actually at 5 for you?
No. But also shout out to the Boston Celtics bench. That shit was electric last night. They were bringing the energy. Kind of reminds me of like a college team all over again.
You don't need the media. You don't need the media to boost you don't need the media to boost you up. You have a bench to boost you up. That's what my high school basketball team. That's why we won a couple of games late in a postseason. It's just the bench can bring you places.
That's right. I don't even think Luke Cornett got any tick in this NBA Finals, did he? No, he didn't. Okay. That's right. Okay, so at the number 5, I'm going to put Kristaps Porzingis. At 4, this might be a hot take, but I'm going to have Drew Holiday at 4, Derek White at 3, Jason Tatum 2, Jaylen Brown at 1. It's kind of crazy. It's like literally the Celtics starting 5. That's how good they are. From 1 to 5, like that's insane. Job's not finished.
Yeah, job's not finished. But shout out Ethan for being a loyal supporter of the morning jackpot.
So what would you change from my list?
I mean, I definitely would have Tatum at 1.
Okay, of course.
I would have Brown at 2, but I'm not gonna spend too much time debating that. What Jaylen Brown did last night, he closed the game for us. He was the reason.
Today, baby. We could debate that because you could see down the stretch how JB's effect was way greater than Tatum's effect last night. Not to say that Tatum didn't play bad or anything.
No. You're wrong.
I'm not, bro. If
did we watch the same game? I was having this debate with my Celtics fans too. I'm like, why the hell are we saying that Jaylen Brown had a bigger effect than Tatum last night? We were up 21 points in the game, Nathan. We were up 91-70. Why? Because of Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown didn't show up until the 4th quarter, until late in the 3rd. Brown closed it for us, but Tatum got us there last night. Tatum made the statement. Tatum came out and scored 20 points in a first half.
Yeah, no, that was good. Like, he showed up, but when it matters most, Brown showed up. Not only in these playoffs, but in the finals too.
Sure. But it's not that Tatum didn't show up in the 4th last night. He was sitting for the first 3 minutes of the 4th quarter or however long he was sitting for. He got out of rhythm. Brown took over. Brown got in rhythm. And if anybody understands the Celtics the way I do, when Tatum's cooking, you get him the ball. When Brown's cooking, you get him the ball. And when Tatum was cooking in the first half, I look over to my Celtics friends and I'm like, don't you think that Jaylen Brown is watching Jason Tatum go for 20 right now and thinking, I could do that too? Yeah, but that's the greatness of the Celtics. Tatum can do Tatum can do it, then Brown can do it. They take turns, but over the years, it was all about can they truly take turns, or are they just going to take away from each other? And one guy's got to be the guy, and the other guy's not got to be the guy. They can both be the guy. Tatum did not show up, bro. Brown took over when Tatum was out of rhythm, and Brown closed it for us. Sure,
And I think that,
Tatum
and
threw
I
up a
think that
couple of
makes
bricks.
him.
It doesn't matter.
I think that makes him the Finals MVP more, though. I
No,
think
it doesn't.
If their roles were reversed, you would be sitting here having the argument with me, and honestly, we won't even be having this argument because at that point, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, Tatum deserves Finals MVP. If he shows up in the moments where they cut the lead from like 20, they go on this big run, and Brown and Tatum shows up instead of Brown and closes it out. Like I'm starting.
I'm
to think,
giving
okay,
Brown his
Tatum,
flowers. Am I not? Have I
for
not
sure.
come on here and
No,
given
you
Brown
are.
more flowers than I've ever given Jaylen Brown? But
You're
I
giving Jaylen Brown.
understand what the media is going to make this about today, and it's wrong. You guys are wrong. Everyone's wrong. That was Tatum and then Brown. It wasn't Tatum didn't show up. Brown showed up. That's not what it was. Brown showed up. Tatum didn't need to show up. We got two of them.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I love this chat by Ethan. If Tatum drops 50 or 40 in game 4 and just outweighs Brown's impact, give him the Finals MVP. But right now, where I have him today, it's JB. All the way. Like his numbers are better. He's closing out games better. He had more rebounds and assists last night too. This is not to discredit Tatum, but Brown has outweighed Tatum.
It's almost like if they reversed roles, then you would have hit your over 15.5.
Yeah, that is also fucking true. But it's fine because my baseball plays hit last night.
Hey, so bad got you right.
So bad got me right. D-Pack, baby.
Shout out D-Pack on SoBet. You're missing out plays from D-Pack picks on SoBet, so go sign up for SoBet using code Jackpot. Say what you want, bro. Tatum is dropping 40. It doesn't matter. He dropping 30. To me, I watched that game last night. I knew exactly what I saw, and everyone going to try and convince me of otherwise that Brown was the MVP last night. I knew exactly why we won that game last night. It was a combination, but Tatum started it. Brown had 4 points in the first half. I didn't hear anything
because he watched Tatum cook, but Tatum down the stretch did not cook. He was shooting bricks.
That doesn't mean he wasn't cooking. It means that Jason Tatum is like, oh, all right, Brown, now it's your turn. That is called greatness.
He wasn't doing anything.
That is called team chemistry. That is called them being together for 7 years, hearing all the noise about, oh, break up Brown, break up Tatum and Brown, get rid of one of them, got to trade both of them. They just proved their greatness in game 3 of the NBA Finals where they went up 3-0, and everyone's now going to say it was Jaylen Brown who closed it and Tatum didn't show up in the big moments. Give me a break.
Look, bro, I love the fact how you think I'm the media. I'm just giving you my opinion.
No,
I think Jason Tatum.
Take it out on you. I have to.
Yeah. Jason Tatum is doing a good job.
That's what I'm saying. You are the media.
He's doing a good job in these finals.
You're the one
which
saying
is why
he
he's
didn't
number
show
2.
up.
But there's no way you're telling me.
There's no way
he's not the best player in these finals, bro.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
It's not
by
close.
the way,
it's not.
By
close.
the way, let me ask the chat and you this: who's been playing better defense on Luka Doncic thus far, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown? Brown, bro. Jason Tatum has been baby food,
bro. I don't think you know how to watch basketball correctly,
bro. I'm gonna show this clip right now because
I don't care about the clips. I've literally watched every single game. I know exactly what's. Sure, Jaylen Brown, when he picks up Luka, that's awesome for us. That's a new guy on Luka. Tatum has been the primary defender on Luka Doncic. That's been the plan. That's been the plan. We're doing fine. We're up 3-0.
No? Boom, bump. Get off me.
Yeah, you know what that is? You know what that is, Nathan? No. Yeah, you know what that is? That's a win for the Celtics. Bump. That's a win for the Celtics. You know why, Nathan?
Why?
Every time that Luka does that, Every time he makes a layup on Tatum, as a Celtic community, we're saying that's a win because 3 is more than 2. That's just how math works.
Okay, and if he hits a step back 3 on Tatum,
that doesn't happen. We're not allowing. Do you not realize how Tatum is playing Luka Doncic right now? Tatum is long enough, does not allow for Luka to shoot threes. How many threes did Luka make last night?
let's take a look. But I mean,
The game plan has been for Jason
seen
Tatum to force Luka to go get 2-pointers, and he's contesting them. And if you think that Tatum is not playing good defense on Luka Doncic, you're wrong. You didn't even watch the game. The entire fourth quarter, Tatum locked up
he's getting
Luka.
cooked.
He's not getting cooked.
Bro. You guys didn't even – bro, Brown plays way better defense.
I feel like you guys wear drunk goggles when you watch Jason Tatum. The world watches Jason Tatum in drunk goggles. I don't know.
But let me ask you this question. This very simple question. Who plays better defense on Luka Doncic, on the best player on the court? Because Luka's the best player on the court. Who plays the best defense on the best player on the court? It's Jaylen Brown.
I don't even think you could answer the question of who was the primary defender. Tatum has been the primary defender on Luka.
Not really.
Media at halftime. Bro.
Everyone's been guarding him because the Celtics are so good that they could.
Why do I look up and every time Tatum's guarding Luka, bro?
Sam Hauser can guard him. Tatum can guard him. I've even seen Al Horford on him. Brown.
It's a switch because they're setting a screen to get him off of Tatum.
Yeah, I know, and they're comfortable with their guys, with who they have guarding him. They don't. You know, I mean,
so you're not buying into you're not buying into my idea that everything that Luka has gotten this series as a Celtics guy, it's been a win. They've been win buckets for us. They've been defensive stops in many ways. Making Luka get contested 2-point tough bucket layups every single possession. You didn't tell me how many threes he made. Did he make 0?
He went 1 for 7 last night.
Oh. Where's the noise? If Tatum did that, they would call him the worst, most overrated basketball player of all time. But Luka goes 1 for 7, fouls out with 4 minutes left, and he's, he needs more help.
Tatum actually went 4 for 13. So
when have I ever said that efficiency matters? When have I ever said that shooting percentage matters in life? It's not about that. It's about being a relentless shooter. The fact that I saw Tatum drill 4 threes last night was all I needed to see.
Bro, he's like not very smart with the threes that he takes. Like he just takes too many. Putting up 13 threes, bro, he was feeling that stroke last night.
Yeah.
But I don't think the stroke was feeling him.
No, I get that. I get that he definitely takes some interesting contested threes sometimes. My buddy called it bailout threes.
Yeah. And did you hear the mic up too? He said, guys, don't settle for a step back 3 unless like the shot clock's winding down. Motherfucker, speak for yourself.
Actually, you're wrong. Because the only time he's doing these step back threes is when the shot clock's winding down. Like everyone always talking about like, oh, that was bro. I was literally sitting next to my buddy who is like damn near a Tatum hater. Like Celtics fans are either they love Jason Tatum or every time he shoots the basketball, it's a bad shot. And I'm like, guys, he's our best player. He's our star player. What do you want him to do? Not shoot the ball?
I have a question. Name one flaw in Jaylen Brown's performance in these finals.
Nothing.
There you go. That is.
No,
I could probably name 3 about Tatum.
You tell me Tatum's, because he doesn't have any flaws, in my opinion.
Tatum is less efficient.
Doesn't matter. Efficiency doesn't matter.
And he had
Not
more
at all.
turnovers.
Efficiency does not matter in the NBA Finals. All these games are going under 100 points. The amount of missed
How can you
shots
say that?
adds up. No.
listen to yourself
It's
say
not.
that.
In the
Efficiency
regular
doesn't
season,
matter.
it's different. In the regular season, it's much different because there's not really a lot of defense. In the NBA Finals, if you're paid $300 million and you're 2 for 8, take that next 3 because you're paid $300 million. And the 6 shots you've missed, they don't matter. The next one matters. It's about being relentless. It's not about efficiency. Everyone's always stuck up on this guy just went for 40, but he took 40 shots. He went for 40.
Well, his turnovers are kind of costly too.
I just think now you're just nitpicking. Now I know you're trying to throw flaws out there, but to me, I think the way you are communicating about Jason Tatum right now is frankly unacceptable. I wanted to enjoy this.
And I will not tolerate it. Look, everything is looking on your bright side. Celtics are winning.
No, it's not.
3-0. Win away.
Nothing's looking on my bright side. I come on here, we're up 3-0, and it's about Jaylen Brown's the finals MVP, and Tatum didn't show up. Did you not see his goddamn monster dunk over 4 people with 2 minutes left with a chip? He was the reason why we won that game.
No. The Celtics as a unit were a reason why you guys won that game.
Sure.
Like Drew Holiday's baseline drive and then kick out to a wide open Derek White. Derek White's amazing defense. Sam Hauser going 3 for 4 last night.
Say something nice about Tatum.
Jason Tatum making nice passes and getting rebounds, hitting an occasional good shot, occasionally. But Brown has just played better.
Now you're going a little too far. Now you're going a little. You're saying that Jason Tatum made a couple of shots. Are you kidding me?
An occasional good.
Bro,
he went 11 for 25.
He had 31 points. Stop saying 11 for 20. You are delusional, Nathan. You have no idea what the game of basketball is if you are calling out Jason Tatum for going 12 of 26. He had 20 points in the first half of a game on the road. They just beat a team on the road. He was the reason why we were up 21 points in the fourth quarter.
You know what? I'll give you this.
You were wrong.
I remember watching the first half in the gym, and like the Mavs go on this little run in like the first quarter, and they're up by 10 points. And I'm starting to think like, oh, this is a little interesting now. What if they start to extend this lead and then like maybe a blowout game? I can't have a blowout game right here. But then I see Jason Tatum showing up. So I'll give it to you. Like in the first half, he definitely showed up. But when the Celtics start to pull away, that's when Brown.
You didn't watch the game.
I did.
Analyzed the game.
I did. I swear. I swear I watched the game.
First half of the game.
Yeah, he drops 20. He had that one dunk that Derek White just like threw like a full court pass to him on that fast break to close out the first quarter. Like Jason Tatum, like
he had 3 threes in the first half.
Yeah, and then he had 1 in the second half and he went 4 for 13. I just think some of his shot selection could be a little bit reckless at times. He can get better looks.
Your highest percentage, the guy that you say shoots such an incredible clip, high percentage, like the greatest human of all time, the future go to this league. He's watching at fucking home right now, and his name is Nikola Jokic. Shooting percentage does not matter, Nathan. Watch the game and understand that Tatum and Brown were the reason why we won it, but it's not to take away from Tatum not showing up in a fourth quarter because it was Brown's moment in that fourth quarter. He had just made a couple of buckets, and it was Brown's turn. I know this team. That's our luxury. We have a duo. Congrats.
Mm-hmm. I can maybe You give
He had
this game to Tatum,
He had 31
like the
points, and
slight
he was
edge.
the reason why we won the game. He was the
Yeah,
reason why we were up 21 points on the road. On the road. Dallas, you were saying that Dallas was supposed to blow him out.
yeah.
Why did they not blow him out? Because Jason Tatum blew up. Because Jason Tatum
You
could
finish my
not be
sentence.
guarded.
Jokic ain't close to Tatum.
Thank you. He's not.
Oh my
Nobody
god.
is close to Tatum.
Oh my god. If
Nobody
if
will ever be close to Tatum.
if if the Boston Celtics never win another championship after this year, Nikola Jokic is going to be the reason why.
What?
If the Boston Celtics never win another championship after this year, Jokic is going to be the reason why.
You do know that Jason Tatum is going to be the reason why Nikola Jokic retires, right?
Retires?
He's going to retire him. He's literally going to retire him.
Bro.
This is the thing with these European basketball players. That's all I'm going to say. They're a liability on the defensive end, and the media just loves to be blind to certain things. They love to say, you know what, I'm not going to pay attention to this person's flaw or this person's flaw because it'll make this person look better than this person. When in reality, this person named Jason Tatum is just the best and nothing else matters. And it's been that way for the past 3 years. It's all been a buildup, and here we are. But sure, Brown can have some flowers. I want Brown to be a part of this just as much as Tatum is. If anything, I'm sorry. I feel like the last couple of years, Brown just has not gotten any love from the media. And if there was somebody that was going to give him the love, it was probably going to be me. And I feel like I didn't give him enough. So I want to be the advocate saying this is Tatum and Brown's team, and they are the next Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, but better because we are in a new era of life.
I would love to see, obviously, I wish all the best and all the greatness for Tatum and Brown. I'm not a hater, even though it seems like I am. It sounds like I am this morning.
You're about to say a statement that I hope you don't actually say.
I want to see them break up in the future. After some championships, and I want to see
society. This is the problem with our world.
And I want to see Jason Tatum thrive without Brown and see if he is able to thrive without Brown. That's what I want to see. But that might be 5+ years.
This is the problem with the game of basketball. This is the problem with everything.
Why?
Literally, because we haven't even won our first championship. They have not even captured the first ring, and you're already going from, all right, let's nitpick Tatum and Brown as much as possible. Let's nitpick Tatum for everything that he is, to now, all right, since they've won it, since they kind of look unbeatable right now, I've seen enough. Break them up. Let's see if they can do it alone.
Because I don't want to, because eventually there's going to be narratives saying, oh, Jason Tatum couldn't be anything without Brown. The same way people say, oh, yeah, Michael Jordan can't be nothing without Pippen.
Yeah, and because what do people say about Michael Jordan? He's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
But that's
so you're allowed to have the greatest teammate. You're allowed to have Bill Belichick as your head coach for 6 Super Bowls. Okay? No, you don't always have to do it alone. You don't always have to do it by yourself. But there's Steph would have loved to have KD there for as long as it was, but KD said, you know what, I'm out.
But here's the thing. There's always a gap between an MJ and a Pippen, a LeBron and a Wade, a Kobe and a Shaq. There's
never a gap between a Shaq and a Kobe.
Well, actually, yeah, no. Aside from that,
there's a reason why Tatum and Brown are the greatest duo of all time, because there was a gap between MJ and Pippen. There's a gap between Tatum and Brown, but it's very slim.
The thing.
And
there is no gap.
No. I'll steal the quote from Coward. It's like he always likes to say that Tatum is more gifted, and then Brown is kind of like the better leader, right? I just think they complement themselves better than they've ever complimented themselves in 2024. And it didn't used to be that way. They used to take away from each other. They used to say, all right, it's Tatum's turn or it's Brown's turn, but it wouldn't work in the flow of the offense. Now it's all about that. And it's the best version of themselves. And it's only going to get better. So this idea that we want to now break them up because we need to see if Tatum can do it alone or if Brown can do it alone. I'm honestly tired. I can't wait to just have this season be over because that hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
It's just, what do we play the game for? What do we draft these players for? What do we form a great team for? Why do we try and win? When in reality, everybody is just going to take away from our wins. My whole childhood, I didn't even get to enjoy a single Tom Brady Super Bowl in reality because it was always about, well, Brady always wanted it to be, it's about the next one. And Belichick was probably like, we're back to work on Monday after winning a Super Bowl on Sunday. But the media would just be like, yeah, all right, y'all won it, but like you had a better defense than that team, or you had this guy and they didn't have that guy, or this team was hurt. There's always excuses. When in reality, the media just has to appreciate greatness, and that's never what it does. That's never what anybody does.
The NBA owes Jaylen Brown an apology. Not a single All-NBA team, and he's not on the Olympic roster.
I agree.
Watching this NBA Finals, that shit is crazy.
I agree. People think that he's not Devin Booker.
He's better.
Like, he's better. It's not close. People think Ant Edwards is better than Jason Tatum. He's not even better than Jaylen Brown.
I guarantee you, Jack, I'm not gonna be the one to do it.
You think Brown's gonna be you think Brown's gonna have a better career than Tatum?
I don't know.
Don't answer it this way. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history. I'm not biased when I say this, Nate. I am a Celtic. I have watched this. I have seen it all. I've seen every side of this Celtics team. I know exactly who Jason Tatum is, and I know exactly who Jaylen Brown is.
I guarantee you, man, in less than a week, we're going to be having Brown and Tatum debates. Who's better? We just are. Right now. And it's not going to be.
It shouldn't.
It's not going to be me to do it because I don't want to break you apart from your team, but the media is just going to make you do it. I mean, I can entertain the
making us doing it right. This is we should be having a celebration right now. And instead, we're talking about who's the better player between Tatum and Brown. And then you brought up this idea that they need to break up. That's the problem with our media, Nathan. It's you. You're asking a question that is so wrong and so
because people want to know.
Appreciative.
Humans,
nobody wants to know anything. I want to see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown win 6 championships, never leave each other's side, and be a part of each other's legacy because that's going to give them the best chance to be the greatest duo of all time.
Everybody wants to know who number 1 is.
I don't care. We'll be number 1 as a team. Say what you want, bro.
Tatum got to run away with it. Tatum has to run away with it, and he hasn't yet. Maybe he's doing just enough to make it a debate between who is the Finals MVP, but he's not running away with it. He needs to do just that. And we'll see in Game 4 or Game 5 if there's Game 5. Honestly, I think the Celtics should lose Game 4 just so they can win it on their floor. Game 5.
I think that would be very respectable.
Exactly.
That would be the move.
But also, if you sweep, it's official. Luka Doncic is the next LeBron James.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't want to sweep. We can't have anything nice in life.
Mm-hmm. For all the people who didn't hear this take, I'm gonna post it hopefully in the next few days. Luka Doncic got swept in his first finals. LeBron in 2007. Got swept in his first finals against the San Antonio Spurs, and Luka's about to do the same. They both carried Luka and LeBron both carry their teams to the finals. They're playing a team that's very outmatched,
Mhm.
and here we are, one game away. What's cracking on SoBet though, man? I'm trying to win some money today.
Let's look at SoBet. Bro, this Tatum and Brown shit's got me depressed. I'm dead ass. Like, I'm not kidding, bro. Shit has me like so sad. It's like the world just does not want to see me happy. All right.
I'll tell you right now, the reason why our society is the reason why you're depressed is because our society is just like that.
I know.
Like,
It's just like that. I know we can't avoid it, Nate. It's the fact that we haven't even won one yet. And I'm hypocritical saying that. Like, I think Tatum's the GOAT already. But
right.
To me, it's like, you're not even gonna let us like win like back to back or something and then say it like, hey, we three-peat. And it's like, all right, bro. Tatum and Brown, we know y'all. Now go do it alone. They haven't even won one. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Shout out Hobby Capper for a Yankees money line play. That was an absolute lock.
Bro, apparently the Hobby Capper is the LeBron James of SoBet. I've been hearing.
That's what they say. He got that consistent ride to him, but every once in a while, you know, he don't show up in the big moments. Oilers money line is the play tonight. All right. Because Oilers are back at home. They got to win or else it's over. But if this was the NBA, then I guess they would lose, right?
Yep.
All right.
Bro, look at Nasty's post.
Where's he at?
Wait. Yeah, wait. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Bro just went off.
Nasty says, we went 4-1 yesterday inside VIP. That's with a plus 600 and a plus 135. Let these little weirdo haters keep talking shit, but they are nowhere to be found when I was up 20K last month in 10 days and show you all my withdrawal slips. I love the block and shadow ban button on SoBet. Dude, keep posting and nobody sees their stuff. So if you want to be blocked or comments muted, then just run your mouth. For full transparency, I pretty much broke even because I went a little heavy on Mavs. UFC coming up on Saturday, so make sure you get in VIP. I've had 2 losing weeks in 1 year in the UFC, and I've missed my big play of the night 3 weeks in a row. So it might be a good time to jump in. Nasty treating himself like an MLB baseball team. You know, I lost 3 straight, but fella, they can't lose 4 in a row.
Exactly.
Also, I dropped all the data sheets for research inside VIP and Nerfy reports and plays daily. Shout out Nasty. Let's see what else here. Thursday plays Parlay Poppy coming out with some plays. We got Pirates money. It seems like Pirates money line is the play today, fellas. And then Cubs Rays. I'm gonna take the Cubs money line. I like that. Let's see what else. Oops.
Luka has a much better co-star than LeBron did. That is true.
Actually, a great point. This is definitely the best version of Kai. I mean, Kai went crazy. We were damn near right about everything we talked about yesterday. Tatum would have a good game. Brown would show up, and Kyrie would bounce back. We literally went 3-0.
Yep.
Except the Tatum over 15.5. It was damn near Brown just did the Tatum game, but then he actually scored too. Lloyd posting these now because your boy got some good lines, but want to get to bed. Bro, I love Lloyd's posts on SoBet. They're so funny. I'll post analysis tomorrow. All right, buddy. Phillies, Red Sox, first 5 under 4.5. Yankees, first 5 money line. Nationals, Tigers, over 4.5. Let's have another massive day, boys. Shout out Lloyd's Locks for bringing the plays. He had a nice 2-0 sweep day yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we locking in.
Mavericks money line. Yeah, shouldn't have taken that, buddy.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm completely fading like every single game in the finals. Like I'll do a player prop, but like the money lines, you just can't trust them.
Oh, I was on the Celts last night. All right, make sure you sign up for SoBet though.
Your boy also didn't come in with the 35 plus, so
I know, bro. That shit was. I was so close to literally hitting like. I would have the greatest night of all time.
no, literally. Damn, boy.
Damn, who's
Set that
calling me?
ringtone.
Someone give me rings on this day. Everyone's trying to reach me today. It's a celebratory. But anyways, Nate, appreciate you for hopping on.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
The morning jackpot presented by SoBet. I'll see you.
Appreciate you guys and Jaylen Brown for Finals MVP.
All right, you're done. You're done. All right, fellas. Please drop any other comments in the chat if you guys have any questions. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna soak in this 3-0 lead, and then close it out on Friday or Monday, whatever the case may be. We just got a lot of people making up excuses. I'm not biased. I've always just told the truth, actually. 2 years ago when the Celtics were, going to the finals, I predicted that, but I also predicted that they would lose. I didn't think they would beat Golden State. So call me biased all you want. I've just been right. Greatness. Anyways, fellas, if you guys want to hop on SoBet, use code Jackpot to sign up. Probably would have won some money last night if you were on SoBet. So go check it out. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And that's going to do it for the morning jackpot presented by SoBet. Buddy's saying Mavs in 7. LOL. Celtics in 4 or 5.